Silver Star Air Power inside an F-15 mission to block an attack on Israel. So several weeks ago, last one was it October that they launched the 300 missiles at Israel. F-15 squadron here, in addition to some F-16s out of the Strike Eagles were out of Lakenheath. They were part of knocking down the drone attack that they launched against Israel. So looks like they downed about 80 drones. If you read through the article, basically they set up a DCA, and pretty much everybody that went up there, man, ended up coming back Winchester. So no weapons. So
that's awesome.
I guess they were carrying 8 AMRAAM a piece.
Probably belt-fed AMRAAMs, right?
Probably, but I mean, it's kind of a cool read because it talks about them kind of getting into a cadence as far as running the DCA lane and knocking down these drones that were headed to Israel. So there's a whole bunch of people here that got some awards. They're all listed at the bottom. The highlight, though, the one of the weapons system officers, Captain Lacey Hester, right? She was the first person to get a Silver Star. I didn't know that. This is the 494th out of Lakenheath. So there's a bunch of people here. I won't read the names, but
I wonder what.
Nice work.
That's pretty high, right? I mean,
yeah.
Bronze Star, Silver Star. I wonder what.
What did the Master Sergeant do? What was that?
It's probably
probably the wordy or something.
Yeah, I mean, dude.
Maybe? I don't know. I'm just curious, what differentiate? Because keep going, go down. this is really cool. I'm not trying to take anything away from everybody.
Yeah.
Part 2 has been published. It's Monday.
Do you think, the distinguished flying crosses for everybody involved? But do you think she and maybe this major were the planners maybe of it? There had to be something, right? I don't know.
Mover would be smarter on the Air Force kind of operation.
Well, these are the same medals that Navy has. So.
No, but I mean, as far as who's doing what, as far as who's doing what, I mean, obviously it takes a lot of people to
sure
make a mission like this happen. So there's probably key players that went above and beyond to make it happen. I mean, it was, they talk about holy cow, they turned hot and there's 30 targets, and they're all hostile. So, I mean, just imagine in my mind,
even I have a chance of hitting somebody in that
right. Right. So wait, none of these dots are friendly. So it's impossible for me to get a blue on blue here, right?
I bet it was still pretty rough.
Scary.
Because that's a lot of stuff in an airspace, right? So it's
yeah.
I mean, dude, you're throwing live. You remember doing training and you're I know for a fact that's the bad guy. And you're I really hope it is.
Yeah.
I don't want to get in trouble,
because you'll find out
live and it's with that much clutter in the airspace, it could very easily have that's awesome. That's cool. Good on them. I was just curious. I noticed the difference and I was curious, but so I asked the experts and clearly got no answer. So that's good.
So
Mover will get hate mail and then he'll tell me the real answer.
Mover, do you have part 2 up? I didn't.
No, but what I wanted to point out and why I asked before you blew it off, the one Master Sergeant was a maintainer, and that's why he got the Bronze Star. And I'm trying to figure out the highest level was the Silver Star to Benjamin, either Coffee or Kofi.
Yeah.
And the Wizzo Lacey Hester. I'm curious because it's awesome that maintenance got recognized in this.
Yeah.
It sucks that not more.
Sure.
But I am curious as to what. All right. So he actually was quoted. He said, people mission. That's all that was in my head, said Master Sergeant Timothy Adams, lead production superintendent for the 494th FGS that evening. People first, keep them safe, make sure they're doing what they need to do and safe. I was just focused on everything going around. I didn't have time to stop and look. So that evening, the 494th FGS, represented by 66 airmen, launched 14 F-15E sorties, including scrambling 6 alert aircraft amid a backdrop of active base defenses, destroying enemy targets overhead.
Jeez.
Wow. Clayton Wicks, operations supervisor, and Adams were awarded the Bronze Star, which is awarded to members of the military for heroic or meritorious service in combat for their actions that evening to ensure every combat-capable aircraft was in the fight and ensure the airfield remained viable for operation.
All
It
right.
still gives me chills when I think about how well the team worked together, said Adams. I wasn't the linchpin of that. I was just the guy holding the radio, the node between ops and maintenance. The team is who made it happen. The APG, aircraft maintenance driver, the weapons teams, the POL, which is fuels, all those people working together, not running, not dropping the hoses, not just freaking out and worried about their own lives. How could you not be proud of that? The success of the evening was a result of integrated planning and training across aircrew, maintenance, logistics, munitions, and intelligence. Liberty Airmen, both at home and station while deployed. Dude, I think it's awesome that they recognize maintenance for this.
Oh yeah,
100%, man.
bravo.
Yeah, dude.
Very
Airplanes
cool.
don't fly without good maintenance.
No.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I mean, it's
cool to see a mission actually work.
Imagine the chaos on the radio. Imagine the chaos on the ground, in ops, in the chaos, every place that was just and dude, I mean, 8 AMRAAMs, man, that's a dream.
Well, that, and I guess, man, they were gunning them too.
That's even more of a dream. Hell yeah.
I know. I read a couple different articles. I mean, there was several articles written about it, but yeah, I guess they ran out of missiles and were using the gun, and the team engaged the enemy multiple times throughout the night despite having severe aircraft emergencies while under falling debris at the expeditionary base caused by the hostile fire from the enemy. Yeah, so they were wow. Although intelligence provided the numbers of how many one-way attack drones we could expect to see, it was still surprising to see them all, Hester said. Additionally, we get personal risk. Coffee and Hester engaged low altitude one-way attack UAVs in the complete darkness of night with air-to-air Gatling gun on F-15E after they expended all their air missiles. That is awesome.
That was the pilot and the weapons officer
the
who
Wizzo
got the Silver Star together.
Yeah, they must have either done more or let it or something, because that's pretty badass.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, I don't think I ever practiced low-level aerial gunnery ever
On a moving target.
Kingsville,
on a moving target. Well,
not
even
low level, but even
not at
that
night.
wasn't. No,
not at night, man. No, it
No.
was low level.
no,
I
you
don't
got
know, dude.
night low strafe qualled, but that's not the same as air to air. That's for sure.
Rocking through the desert. I mean, unfamiliar terrain.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, that's pretty. And
that's awesome.
I actually think it's more difficult intercepting slow targets than like high fast, right? Because you're in a fast jet, it likes to go fast. So I mean, I remember we covered the drone attack when it happened, and like these drones weren't exactly the the high speed type. So I mean, kudos to those guys and gals for getting that mission airborne and then able to go out and actually employ. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, good for them. Bravo. Gives me hope that there's still warriors out there. There are warriors out there.
So for those that would like to know, the price for an AIM-120 AMRAAM in its latest configuration is roughly $1.37 million as of fiscal year FY 2024.
And they were 14 aircraft times 8 each. I'll tell you what, you
flight
can
hour
make
on the Strike Eagle.
just went up a tad, but worth it.
Yeah, we won, right? No.
Well,
I mean, the execution is.
Yeah. Holy hell, that's a lot of money. God.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like you don't know what I'm sure they didn't know exactly what they were going to be up against.
Oh no.
You know what I mean? I
did like the comment where the person's like, even briefed by intelligence, you're still surprised. And I'm like, because they got it right. Any one of us, like if intelligence gets it right, you're like, oh damn.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. Next, you're going to tell me the weather guesser is going to get it right. Like, I can't operate in these conditions.
Wait, the weather guy was right today? That's weird.
Like, I'm retiring. I can't handle this.
Yeah.
That's cool. Good for them.